Hey guys, it's Aaron Respect, and today we're diving into something that is on a lot of players' minds right now, microtransactions. More specifically, the concern that Bungie's upcoming Marathon could be heading down the same path Destiny 2 did. While the aesthetics and concept of Marathon look incredibly promising, there's a looming fear that Bungie will monetize it into the ground. Let's take a dive into Bungie's track record with microtransactions and why this is a valid concern and what it could mean for Marathon's future. When Bungie first released Destiny back in 2014, microtransactions weren't a major part of the game. At launch, the focus was more on expansions and content packs. Players paid for The Dark Below, House of Wolves, and later, The Taken King, which was widely considered one of the best expansions in Destiny's history. But as time went on, Bungie began experimenting with ways to monetize the game further. It started with small emotes and sparrows in the Eververse store around the Taken King era, and quickly evolved into sterling treasure boxes which included armor with light levels, consumables, and reputation boosters. When Destiny transitioned into Destiny 2, that's when Eververse became a central focus, the store expanded rapidly, and instead of primarily releasing large expansions, Bungie moved towards smaller, more frequent seasons, each coming with its own premium pass. The XP throttling situation wasn't just a minor issue, it sparked widespread distrust. And even after Bungie rebalanced the system, the shift towards more aggressive monetization already begun. Over the years, Destiny 2 went free to play, but the costs didn't go away. Expansions, season passes, dungeons, cosmetics, and more were all split into different paid tiers. Players started calling it nickel and dime design, where it felt like content was being chopped up just to sell back in pieces. Beyond Eververse, new expansions like Beyond Light and Lightfall required additional purchases for full access. And dungeons, previously bundled, began requiring separate purchase keys unless you got their deluxe edition. These practices slowly added up, creating a fractured and confusing pricing structure that many players resented. To be fair, microtransactions are everywhere now. It's a pillar of live service games, cosmetic, fund, free content. That's the narrative. And in some cases, it works well, as long as it doesn't cross that line. It needs to stay cosmetic, and almost everything can be earned through gameplay. So now, enter Marathon, a game that promises a PvP extraction shooter experience in a mysterious sci-fi world. If you follow Marathon leaks, you know we've seen Steam files hinting at multiple editions, standard, deluxe, and complete, and is aiming at a $40 standard edition, plus what looks like cosmetic bonuses for pre-orders. We also seen potential signs of in-game contracts or bounty-like objectives tied to factions like Mida and Traxxas. None of this confirms microtransactions yet, but here's the kicker. Bungie has already confirmed that Marathon will be a live service game, and recent job posting at Bungie revealed to us that it will have seasonal events integrated into the live service model. If that's the case, it's almost inevitable that we'll see a monetized ecosystem. Will it be cosmetic only? Will there be a battle pass? Will certain weapons or upgrades be paywalled? These are questions players are already asking, and Bungie's history since Destiny doesn't exactly inspire confidence. A main concern here isn't just microtransactions, it's whether Marathon will slip into pay-to-win territory. In extraction shooters, every piece of gear matters. If Bungie introduces paid gear, stat boosting cosmetics, or even lets you pay for insurance of some sort, the balance is gone. The skill gap is no longer fair, and players who don't spend fall behind. Even cosmetic focused models can get shady when RNG, FOMO, and artificial scarcity come into play. In Marathon, if microtransactions are purely aesthetic, great, but if gameplay is affected, that's where the trust erodes. Let's not forget how Destiny's community has reacted to monetization over the years. When Eververse was first introduced, players protested. When new dungeons were locked behind deluxe editions, players felt misled. Longtime fans of Destiny have grown exhausted of the nickel and diming. Bungie has made some adjustments in response to the feedback, but underlying model never really changed. So the fear now is that Marathon won't be any different and the lessons weren't learned. Marathon is a fresh start. Bungie has a real opportunity here. They can rebuild trust, create a fair system, launch with clarity around what's paid and what's earnable. And with the talent Bungie has, there's no reason Marathon can't succeed if it's built with the player in mind first. At the end of the day, players don't hate microtransactions by default. What they hate is being misled. They hate the paywalls that divide the community. They hate when a game is designed around squeezing money instead of delivering fun. What we want is transparency, fairness, and options that respect time and investment, whether you're spending money or not. Marathon could absolutely be the next big thing in PvP, but only if Bungie plays it smart and listens to the feedback they've been getting for years. But let me know what you think. What's your opinion on microtransactions, and will Bungie learn from their Destiny mistakes, or are we about to see Marathon suffer from the same fate? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Marathon coverage. I'll see you in the next one.